Hey guys, HMK with another Triforce Heroes video. Now, Nintendo of America recently tweeted out answers to questions that people had about Triforce Heroes and confirmed today on Twitter that The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes does take place in the Legend of Zelda timeline. Now, in a video that will be posted up tomorrow, before I knew this, I said something about a Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes in my spoiler class, which I can't really say right now because still technically the game hasn't come out yet, so I can't spoil it, anything. But the game does take place in the timeline. I said it didn't and it might for some reason, blah 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 blah. Now this contradicts what Nintendo of Canada said earlier in the year when they said, oh, it doesn't take place, it's outside the Zelda timeline. And Eiji Aonuma said that this game can take place anywhere in the Zelda timeline. But now we have a placement. According to Nintendo, this game takes place several years after the events of A Link Between Worlds, thus placing it in the Downfall timeline, another game in the Downfall timeline. Great. But it's cool because I theorized that it'll take place in the Downfall timeline way before this, so yeah, got that right. Yeah. So it does take place in the Downfall timeline after A Link Between Worlds and before the original Legend of Zelda. So now it says that it takes place several years after the events of A Link Between Worlds and features the same Link. He wears the clothes that you see him wearing because he wants to hide his heroic deeds or his heroic origins. The player Link that you control is the true Hyrulean hero. We have no idea about the other two Links, but the one you control is the true Hyrulean hero, aka the Green Link, maybe. So, with this, Hytopia is canon. Triforce Heroes is canon. It's part of the timeline. You know, this can lead to very interesting theories that I already have brewing in my head, but something that really bothers me is not because it got placed in the timeline and the fact that it had a shit story. I'm not really mad about it being in the timeline because I thought the story was weak. Even looking at a silly perspective, I thought the story was weak. And I'm like, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, it doesn't deserve to be in the timeline. What is bugging me out is that it says that it's the same Link of A Link Between Worlds several years later. What? Fucking what? Fucking what? How is he the same? How the hell is he the fucking same? Dude, A Link Between Worlds, his model is that of, I would say, a young teenager, 14, 15. He's tall, of course. When he looks in his demi form, he looks like that, and then they look similar. When you take his demi form, his in-game sprite, and compare it to that of Triforce Heroes, then they look the same, even though their hair is different. But the artwork of A Link Between Worlds Link is that of a tall person. So you're telling me, well, not tall, but still, you know, he has some height to him. He has some good proportions to him. So you're telling me, in a few years between A Link Between Worlds and Triforce Heroes, this guy's growth stunted for some reason, and he lost a few feet. Like how the fuck? There's the Wind Waker Toon Link in A Link Between Worlds, not A Link Between Worlds, in Triforce Heroes with green, red, and blue. That is the Wind Waker Toon Link. How the fuck is he the same Link from A Link Between Worlds? This is the kind of shit, Nintendo. This is the kind of shit that makes people not take the timeline seriously. This is the kind of shit that makes people think you fucking copy and paste it, and I'm pretty sure you did it with Triforce Heroes, because this game just fucking screams, here's the Zelda game. Zelda Wii U is coming, but here's something to abide you over. It screams that. Got unveiled at E3, got released months later, story lacking, gameplay great, music amazing, design great, multiplayer great, online pretty good. Hytopia has nothing to do with Hyrule, yet there's Triforce everywhere. So that does make me have some, you know, thoughts, but I'm leaving that for another video I scratched myself. But what the fuck? Triforce Heroes is part of the timeline, not mad about that. How the fuck is this the same Link? That's the problem I got. Okay, so it's cool. All Zelda games are part of the timeline, because I was scared for that a little bit. Because I mean, it's still The Legend of Zelda. Triforce Heroes still a Zelda game, and it's in the timeline. So now every game is in the timeline. Everything's right with the world, except that little detail. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, favorite, all that good jazz. What do you have to think about Triforce Heroes officially being in the Zelda timeline? Leave your comments in the comment section below. And until the next video, I've been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.